Alright, welcome everybody. I'm joined for an interview here by Silent One, from team captain from Leftovers, who made it out as the first place seed from Group A. So congratulations, Silent One, first of all, on making it out of group stage and headed for the playoffs now as the first seed.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. It was hard battles, hard fights, and of course we're glad we made it out. And let's see how things continue.
Yeah, I'm absolutely very curious. And for those who may not know your team, because you're a relative new team for CBL and also haven't seen you that much, I think, in the past, but your team clearly has quality players. So can you tell us something about the team that is now headed to playoffs?
Yeah, sure. Well, as the name suggests, we were basically leftovers from some other teams. Many of us originally had a CBR team. We played some other CBLs. I'll speak for me personally in this case. Due to work, for example, I'm very busy in the evening, so most of the days I cannot join scrims, let's say. So when we spoke with other teams, it was a problem. So for example, I personally couldn't join a couple of teams that I got invited when I talked about the work schedule. So we and a couple of other guys almost didn't join this CBL, and in one moment we thought, why don't we try to make a team?
Yeah,
and
I like
see
it.
how it goes.
Well, quite well, clearly, because you guys took first seed. Hamsters is the second seed to go out of your group. That was also your first match in the group stage on day one. So looking back at the matches that you played, how do you feel you did as a team?
Honestly, not as good as we expected, let's say. Like, the problem with the team is where, let's say, good players, let's say.
Yeah, clearly, because you get
And
first seed once again.
well, the problem is we didn't play much together. Like, most of us are friends. Like I said, the team started just inviting friends, and in the end it evolved a little bit. So every member is a friend of another member, but we never played together.
As a whole group, you mean, right? So
Yes,
as the whole
exactly.
15? Yeah.
So that was a big problem. Communication, synergies, even a little bit the strategies, the mindset, because we have different people from different countries, and it was a big problem at the start. I'm not gonna lie. Like, our first screens were complete chaos, but it started to evolve, and I think little by little we can do something.
Interesting. So you're still getting better with every game. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I feel like we're getting better. What I said, the problem was a little bit of communication and synergy, and also we couldn't scream much. Like, we would see most teams do at least one scream a day, some teams even doing two, and we were doing like one every 2-3 days max, and even those screams, we were never 15. We would always have to call some friends to help us with the scream. So that was basically our biggest problem at the start.
I see. That's interesting for sure, then. Yeah. Looking at the maps that you played then during group stage, how do you feel about the maps that you guys placed on? You played, let's let me check. I think it was Harbor City, Walford, and then the first one against Hamster was, what was it? Hidden, right? Yeah, so 3 different maps.
Well, we like these maps. We prepared a little bit on them. We screened each a couple of times. We only got to choose once the maps. The other times we lost the dice roll, which is unlucky, let's say, but I mean, it happened.
Exactly.
But we managed to eventually win most of the games. We got to Grand Slams a couple of times, which was
Mm-hmm.
also very interesting because we
Mm-hmm.
didn't had much prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little bit improvised, but in the end, it worked well. Uh, the maps are probably or solid choices from the other teams when they won the dice. Nothing too aggressive. Sorry, nothing too attacker side or defender sided. So
Mm-hmm.
mm, with the pool that we have, it was good maps, I think.
Okay, yeah, sounds good, sounds good. And definitely nice to get some experience in grasslands. You're now headed for playoffs, best of 5 series, so you will at least be able to pick one map that you get to fight, as it's one map on each side, to where you get to attack first and then have to defend on. Also unit bans coming in, of course. How are you preparing now for the unit bans?
Well, we were checking the other day a little bit what our uh, adversaries were playing mostly,
Mm.
uh, doing a little bit of homework, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So we will definitely have to adapt a lot to the maps and the unit bands because, of course, they will for sure do the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be interesting games. So yeah, let's see how that goes. But definitely gonna be interesting the map bands and the unit bands.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm looking forward to it. You're going to be playing Argonautas, second seed from Group B. Their first seed is Storia Enjoys, of course, one of the very strong teams right now in CBL. But how do you feel against going up against Argonautas? What are your expectations?
Well, they're a very strong team.
Mm-hmm.
We watched them play. They play very well. We're a little bit scared, not gonna lie. We will just try our best. We'll do our homework, and hopefully it works. And yeah, I'm even more scared if we pass. What
Yeah, I
will
can
happen
imagine
after?
that. I can imagine that for sure. Like, it's only gonna continue getting harder, right? You beat hamsters, you beat dwarfs, you beat these. Now you will have to face off against Argonautas, and who knows what's next. So that's gonna be exciting. Um, what do you give yourself? How are the odds? What are your chances?
Excuse me, could you please repeat?
Yeah, sure. What are the, how much chance do you give yourself from making it to the semifinals?
Mm, Let's give it a 50-50.
All right,
Give
that's
it
confident.
like
I like it. I like it. That's good.
like a
All right.
coin toss. Well, most of the times you prepare a strat, you look
Mm-hmm.
at what your enemy does, and you want to counter their gameplay, the way they play exotics, or how they basically how they attack, defend. But of course, there's no plan that ever goes completely your way,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how much you prepare for it. So it depends a lot on the team capability to improvise and adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where I like to think we're decent at that. So we'll see how it goes. But just one bad fight could take you out of the game. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's a 50-50, let's say.
All right, I'll take the results anytime, that's for sure. Best of luck with the leftovers team. It's gonna be exciting to see you guys improvise once again in the quarterfinals.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here with you. And I'd like to give a thanks to the team members.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pleasure for me to play with them. And it's been a really fun ride so far. Hopefully, we can continue the ride. And yeah, thank you very much, boys, for making this team possible.
There you go, perfect. All right, good luck on this next Sunday.
Thank you very much.